just learn anything from it.
Alright, then, so after
Okay. After the class, I will message you. Thank you, sir.
all right, I welcome you once again to this amazing class. Please, all you have to do just focus. Right? If you have any question to ask, is how we normally do it here. You need to raise up your hand. Why I will call you to to go ahead. And then I don't know if it's Miss Gloria. Are you there? Gloria, are you there? I guess you. So also our queen is queen in the class. Right?
Hello, I'm here, sir. Good evening, sir.
If you're not busy, please just pour in the ground, just watch if there's anybody raising up
Sorry,
their
sir.
hand.
I'm very busy. I just come back from work, so I beg. Yeah, thank you. Give another person.
All right, there's no problem. Let me do that.
I'm here.
Okay, all right, just watch, okay? Just pull, but I'm also controlling it, all right? Just watch in case anybody raises up their hand. Okay? All right, thank you. Good. So in our previous class, we stopped in this chapter 2, right? So today we're going to be starting from chapter 4. And so talking about segnale di curva pericolosa a destra, talking about sign of call, danger, aware, right? Okay? So pay attention, look at the picture. All right. Let's play number 1.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una curva pericolosa a destra.
Now, is it in segnale raffigurato? This sign referring to preannuncia. The word preannuncia means announcing una curva, a call, danger, at where? Right. Yes, it is true. È vero. First of all, this is a curve, and this sign is found 150 meters before the curve. You understand? This sign is found 150 meters before the curve. So, pericular sign is found where? 150 meters before the curve. And the answer is zero. Number 2.
Il segnale raffigurato è posto, di norma, a 150 metri dal punto di inizio della curva.
This is a raffigurato. This sign referring to a post is in a place of normally 150 meters, okay, in the point, punto di inizio, in the point, beginning of that curve, okay? So you will see this at 150 meters, meaning it's announcing that you want to drive, you have to circulate in 150 meters, you're going to see the curve. So the beginning of it, all right? Yes, it is true. È vero. Number 3.
Il segnale raffigurato può essere integrato con pannello con la scritta tornante?
Now, you see this sign that is referring to può essere, meaning it can be integrato, meaning integrated, meaning attached. Okay? Con pannello with a sign. E.g., let me show you something. Con pannello here is a campanello con la scritta with a sign, like with a board, with a written word, tornante. Now, what he's saying is that you see this sign, so there can be a board under like this. And they will write this tornante on it. You understand? They can write tornante, they'll put 2. Tornante 3, tornante 4. You understand? And let me show you what he's talking about. Okay. So panel here me that sign I just draw. And tornado, this is what it's talking about. Like this. And this called due tornante. So first one here is 1, second one is 2. You see? So this is it. It can be added to that sign. And the answer is 0. Number 4.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada pericoloso per ridotta visibilità.
Now, you see this sign that is referring to preannuncia, also known by announcing una tratto di strada, announcing a road, okay? Danger for ridotta visibilità. He said is danger for the reduction of visibility. Yes, you know, being a curve, you know that if you are circulating the first curve, you'll not be able to see the other side. You understand? So in this case, this sign you also reduce visibility. Yes, and it is true. È vero. Number 5.
Il segnale raffigurato richiede di moderare la velocità.
Now, he said this sign that he's referring to, richiede here meaning he's calling, he's telling you, all right? Oh, he's telling you, richiedere, he's calling you, he's telling you, all right? To do what? Moderate la velocità, meaning moderate your speed. Yes, it is true. Because this road, your visibility is low. You can't really see the opposite side, the other side. So for that reason, you have to reduce your speed. All right? Good. But it is true.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada pericoloso.
Now, you see this sign that's referring to preannuncia, announcing a road that is dangerous because one, we are dealing on pericular sign. Okay? Yes, it is true. È vero. Talking about a dangerous road. Number 7.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato, posto su strada a doppio senso di circolazione con 2 sole corsie, si deve circolare il più possibile vicino al margine destro.
Pay attention. He said, in the presence of this sign referring to, refigurato meaning referring to, posto su strada meaning on the place, okay? Posto, a place, on the road. Su strada meaning on the road. A doppio senso. So if the sign is found on the road that is two-way circulation, doppio senso here means two-way circulation. Now doppio senso is saying that one car is coming, another one is going. That be doppio senso. Di circolazione, which is the circulation, è con due solo corsia. Now, it's two-way circulation, okay? And this two-way circulation, there's only 2 lanes, meaning 1 lane to go, the other one to come, okay? Si deve circolare più possibile, he said deve here mean must, circolare here means circulate, più possibile, as possible, okay? More possible, all right? Vicino, very closed, della margine to the edge. Where edge? Destro. So at the right edge. So you need to circulate at the being two-way circulation. Now there is a curve. Car is coming for the opposite direction. Now you are coming from it. You don't need to circulate close to the middle. You understand? So you have to stay at the edge. Hopefully the other vehicle will also stay at the edge also. You understand? So that you will not jam. And it is true. Number 8.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alla visibilità e al raggio della curva.
Now, he said, this sign referring to preannuncia, announcing un tratto di strada, announcing the road, okay, in which is necessary to regulate the velocity. Okay, so this road is that it is necessary for you to regulate your velocity in relation to the visibility. Okay, and a raggio here also means reduce, like talking about reduction also. Okay, and the curve, talking about the shape of the curve. All right, yes, it is true, because you know in this kind of road you have to always it is necessary for you to regulate your speed, just as the other previous page said. Is that is an answer that you need to regulate your speed, and it is true. This kind of you need to regulate your speed. The answer is
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui è necessario percorrere la curva con più attenzione se la strada è bagnata.
now no, this kind of road, if it is wet, that there's rainfall, the road might also be sliding, like will they slip? Understand? To be sliding in case you run too speed. If you mash your brake, there's a possibility that your vehicle will slide. You understand? So in this case, he said that in this sign is referring to preannuncia, announcing un tratto di strada, announcing a road in which is necessary to circulate. Percorrere meaning circulate, drive. Okay? La curva, circulate on the curve con più attenzione, with more attention. Se la strada è bagnata, if the road is wet. So you must circulate with more attention if the road is wet. Yes, it is true. È vero. Number 10.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui non è consentito il sorpasso se la carreggiata è a doppio senso di circolazione e con due sole corsie.
Now, he said what he's saying is that in this road, if it's only two-way circulation, meaning one way to come, another one to go, you understand? You can't really do overtaking here if it is only if it's only two lanes. Because if you try to do overtaking in curve, you won't know if another vehicle is coming from the opposite direction. So for that reason, it is forbidden for you to do curve, especially when it's just two lanes. Not due carreggiata, just two lanes. Listen. Insieme figurato, this I'm referring to preannuncia, announcing un tratto di strada, announcing a road in which non è consentito, meaning it is not allowed. Il sorpasso, overtaking, se la scorreggiata, if the correct way, è doppio senso, if the correct way is two-way circulation, di circolazione con due sole corsia and just have only two lanes. One lane go, one lane come. Overtaking is not allowed. And the answer is zero. Number 11.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato si deve viaggiare ad andatura particolarmente moderata se si circola con il ruotino, ruota di soccorso.
Now what he's saying is that in the presence of this sign, okay, you have to circulate in this kind of road with more attention, with particular attention also, meaning the reason is because, especially when you are circulating with a spare tire, okay, your car have 4 tires, there's other extra one that that sometimes is always on the boot or under the car, depends on the car. You understand? Some at the back of the car. You understand? Like Jeep, more Jeep, you find the back of the car, while some inside the boot. You understand? So now, especially when you are circulating with that kind of spare tire, you have to circulate with more attention. Now, listen. In the presence of this sign referring to si deve viaggiare, meaning to travel, a adatura, also mean adequate, also particularly moderate. Se si circola, now if you are circulating, con il rotino, meaning spare tire, also known as ruota di soccorso, meaning emergency tire. Right? So you have to circulate. Yes, and it is true. È vero. Okay? So this faso, we are not doing the faso, is opposite of the vero, as we normally say. So you have to now understand that if you are seeing what I did not talk about here in this faso. So if you have any question, raise up your hand and ask me. Right? Okay. Francis, Doko, go ahead.
Okay, that's number 11.
What you don't understand?
That's that routine on a spare tire or what?
Yeah, rotino means spare tire, wheel, but it's not a spare tire. Okay?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Hold on.
No, I wanted today that I enter with another name so that you know call the facing another person. Come
Who is that?
I
Elevate.
mean, yes.
Okay. Which need to
Thank
enter?
you. I know I'm gonna come and go check because I just
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. Okay. All right.
thank you, sir.
You know your name, please I call you. No, the pronounce now you don't call. No, they know which enter.
Okay.
All right, please, Mr. Francis, did you understand? Let's go.
No,
Love it,
because
John.
I'm always feel this question. That's all.
Mr. Francis, now this word rotino, rota socoso means spare tire. The extra tire that you normally have on your car, in case one of your tires spoiled. This one is the spare tire. He said in this road you have to circulate with a particular moderate, okay? Especially when you are circulating with your spare tire. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Rotino here means spare tire. Is a wheel.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, go ahead, Eva Love.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm just joining the class, sir. If you can explain number one and two for me.
All right, no problem. You know, this is you just joining the class. We already done that, but nevertheless, when we are doing the quiz, okay, I will throw more. I will throw light on that. All right.
Okay, remain me. Oh.
All right, go ahead. Next person.
Okay, this number 11. So you
Yes.
said they need to get more like moderate care to drive,
No
especially
fear.
when you are.
No fear. Listen. In the presence of this sign that is referring to, see there, yeah, must viaggiare, drive. At the two, the word at the two, I mean, Gant, like what he's saying is that with a adequate, particular, moderate, you use that word, that's the best way. Okay. So meaning you have to be very careful when you are circulating this place. See, check
Especially
when you are circulating with the spare tire, routine, you hear me? Like emergency tire, raw tire, so that emergency tire is amount of, is not big like the normal tire. It's a very tiny tire. It's not like the normal tire. It's a spare tire. It's only made for emergency. In case you are traveling now and the tire of the vehicle burst or it got
yes,
mess, you cannot take that tire from your car and put it. Then drive to where you can have fit your real tire. Okay? Now, in the case you are circulating with that your spare tire and you are circulating a curve, now it's
yes,
saying that you have to drive carefully because that tire is actually made for a season, not like the one that that is on your car for season or just a particular season. You know, tire have seasons. You
yes.
understand? There's winter tire, there's summer tire. Okay, who knows that tire that you are putting on now on your vehicle, this Rotino di Soccorso, is just a winter tire and you are in summer. So you have to drive carefully, especially when you are circulating the curb, so that you can take your car to where you can fix your main tire. That's it.
Ah, okay. Thank you. And then
So,
number 7.
so what's that? You don't understand number 7, man? Go ahead, man.
I did not understand the number 7. I just marked the number down to ask question. If you can just explain again.
Now listen, you see, in the presence of this sign that is referring to, posto su strada a doppio senso. Now, if this sign is found on the road that is two-way circulation, all right, the circolazione con due sole corsie. Now, due sole corsie, let me show you doppio senso. This is it here. Now, this road is a curve, all right, and you only
Yes.
have 1 lane and 2 lane, okay? So now, he said, si deve circolare più possibile vicino margine destro. Now, look at it here. Let me show you again. Now, you see these two vehicles? They are naturally close to the right. This is the right side. This is the right side. None of them is circulating in the middle. You understand?
Okay.
So the
See,
question said that they have to circulate more closely to the
to the
right.
destra. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Another person there? All right, Ruth, go ahead. Go ahead, Ruth.
Yes, sir. Sir, bed
Okay,
number 10.
so what do you understand there, man? Be fast. Tell me.
Clear.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui non è consentito il sorpasso se la carreggiata è a doppio senso di circolazione e con 2 sole corsie.
Thank you, sir. I don't understand now. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's go. Okay. So number 5. Now look at it here. It's the same thing. The same thing. Okay? So in this road, now, it is saying they're talking about this is the left, this is the right, this is the left. So it's the same words here. All right? There's nothing changed. So you have to circulate at more at destra. The same thing. If you are circulating on this kind of road. So this one is the right side, this one is the left one. Now, let me just throw some, let me look for segnale raffigurato è un segnale di pericolo, il segno pericolo, ok? Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una curva pericolosa a sinistra. You see? Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada non rettilineo con limited visibility. Rettilineo also means straight with less visibility. Okay, this road is not straight and it has limited visibility. Is the road straight? It's not straight. All right. Now this word you have to get a crank in your head or you write it down. Look at it here. Rectilinear. You write it meaning straight. So this road is not straight. Not rectilinear meaning it's not straight. All right. Also means sinistra con limited visibility. There's one thing I want to show you here. This is a sign of 150 meter. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. Tiens, posti arresti con. Okay, now this is it here, number 7. Okay.
Il segnale raffigurato richiede di moderare la velocità per potersi arrestare in caso di un ostacolo
Now,
improvviso.
let me show you something here. Now, this road is a curve, right? And because of the less visibility, you can't really know if there is something like a stone or object ahead of you. You understand? If you are circulating in a curve, you can't really know if there's an object or a stone or accident that will occur ahead of you because you are not really seeing far because of the curve road. Now, you have to moderate your speed in this kind of road because in case there is an accident or object that is on the road, you can be able to stop in safety. You understand? Il segnale raffigurato richiede, meaning is calling you, is telling you to moderate, which is moderare la velocità, for you to moderate your velocity, e potersi, meaning also prepare to stop in the case of un ostacolo improvviso, meaning look at sudden obstacle. Okay, so in the case of sudden obstacle, you can be able to stop. That is why you say you have to moderate your speed in this kind of road. Yes, it is true. Number 8 is the same thing.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato, su una strada a doppio senso di circolazione con 2 sole corsie, si deve circolare il più possibile vicino al margine destro.
Yeah, the same thing. You have to circulate più vicino at the edge right side. Yes, it is true. È vero. There's just other one I want to show you. All right. In the presence of this sign that is referring to, it is necessary for you to regulate your velocity. Relating to the visibility. Raggio due to the coup. Okay. Yes, and it is true. We have done that before. This one is the one that says strada bagnata. If the road is wet, so you have to also regulate your velocity. Then when the road is wet, right? So yeah, Rotino Socoso is finished. So if you have any question, there's nothing here. It's the same thing that we just finished. Okay, it's just the same thing. Now I want to say something now. So you just pay attention to the word about it, right? Now, if this road is due carreggiata, all right? Due carreggiata. Hold on. One carreggiata. What is separating carreggiata now is this green, okay? Also known as passatraffico. Good. This is due carreggiata. 1, 2. Now, inside the due carreggiata, there has 2 corsia. Un carreggiata has 2 corsia. Pay attention. Un carreggiata has 2 corsia. Overtaking is possible here. You know why? Because one of the carreggiata, they have 2 lanes, and each carreggiata is un senso di circolazione. If you are doing quiz, here in this curve, there is 2 carreggiata, not be un carreggiata, 2 carreggiata separata. Ok? Ogni senso unico di circolazione. Each one has one-way circulation. You will hear 2 carreggiata, ogni senso di circolazione, meaning 2 carriageway. Each of the carriageway has one-way circulation. All right? Overtaking is possible. Yes, because you are not expecting car from the opposite direction. Right? Did you understand it? People understand? And I guess you do. Good.
Yeah, Captain.
Let's go to the next one. Now, pay attention to doppio curva. Let me just throw some light on this. This is a sign of pericolo also. And this curve here, the prima curva here, the first curve is at the destra. Look at this thing here. Drawing. I don't mind drawing, okay? This is curve. This is one curve. This is the second curve. Okay? So you are driving like this, and you come down. The minute you come down is one curve. Prima curva. The other curve is when you now climb up again. You coming down, boom, is one curve. You try to raise your head up again, boom, is another curve. So this is doppia curva. Here is not count as a curva. The curva start from this place. Have that in your mind, very important. Okay, have that in your mind, very, very important. All right. This is doppio curva. Let me play.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una doppia curva pericolosa. La prima a destra.
In this sign referring to preannuncia, I mean announcing una doppia curva. Okay? All right? Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una doppia curva pericolosa, which is dangerous. La prima, aware, destra. Now look at the two. And if I should ask you, where is the first curve here? You will point the right side. If you are climbing, it's not the curve. It's your coming down is a curve. Boom, boom. Prima curva. Second curva, now when you now climb up. All right? Good. And the prima curva, first curve, is right. Attention, very important. Number 2.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada non rettilineo che limita la visibilità.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada non rettilineo, meaning the road is not straight. Okay? That limits visibility. Okay? So it has a visibility limit. Yes, it is true. È vero. You understand? È vero.
Il segnale raffigurato può essere integrato con un pannello indicante tornanti.
Now, you see, in this sign that is referring to, può essere integrato, meaning it can be integrated, meaning it can be attached with un pannello indicante, with a panel indicating tornante. Now, the word tornante here means turns, series of curves. Okay, not be tornante dietro, the other guy say turn. No, he said that series of curves. You understand? Yes, and it is true. Vero. Look at it here. Boom, bend 1, bend 2.
Il segnale raffigurato richiede di moderare la velocità per potersi arrestare in caso di un ostacolo improvviso.
Now, this sign that is referring to richiede di moderare la velocità per Potesi also mean prepare to arrestar us, right? To arrestar it means to stop. Okay? In the case of an obstacle, improvise means suddenly obstacle. Yes, and it is true. The same to the previous one. Look at it here.
Il segnale raffigurato può essere integrato con il pannello in figura?
Now, Abibola, are you there? Abibola? All right. Okay. Ella baby, that's yeah. I don't move now, be okay. It's okay. All right. Now the fear to answer question. Jenny P, go ahead. Okay, now not Jenny.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Now can you throw light on this sign that is done? Use this sign.
Okay. It means Lungensa.
Lungesa. No, just
See,
this word.
this arrow.
Yeah, the arrow.
It means Lungensa as in
Lungesa.
the before the
Kilometer.
Cuva Pericolos.
Okay, now he's saying that the longness of waiting of the
The
Cuva.
longest of the Cuva, yeah, before the Cuva, 2.8 kilometers before the Cuva.
Okay.
I'm not good in explanation, sir. Please.
No, I'm not saying you should be perfect in your explanation. Okay, I'm only asking you. All right. Now you say that the longness of it's okay.
Yeah, the longness.
It's okay, it's okay. Now you say that it's the longness of the before the danger. That's what she said. The longness before the danger. You understand? Now she's right. The longness. Now what this one is saying is that first of all, the sign up there has already said that you have 150 meters, kilometer. You understand? To get to the curve. Now the down one here is saying that the longness of the curve. So immediately you finish your 150 kilometer, you will start circulating on that curve. So that curve, so the longness of that curve is 2.8 kilometer, right? The longness of that curve is 2.8 kilometer. That's what he's saying. Okay, lunghezza. Yes. Il segnale raffigurato può essere integrato con pannello in figura. So this I'm referring to can be integrated, attached with the panel under like this. So, and it is true. Number 6. Il segnale raffigura la figura rappresentata, meaning this figure represents un segnale di pericolo. Is it this figure represents a sign of danger? Yes, and it is true. È vero. Number 7 said, il segnale raffigurato preannuncia, I mean announcing of normally 150 meters, ok? Una doppia curva pericolosa, e twice danger, twice curve that is dangerous. Like doppia curva, twice curve that is dangerous. Yes, I told you, you go. This is called doppia curva a destra. Maybe this one. Doppia curva where? Destra. Number 8.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato bisogna moderare la velocità.
Now, you say in the presence of this sign referring to, bisogna moderare la velocità. You say you need to moderate your speed. Yes. Good.
Su strada a due sole corsie e a doppio senso di circolazione. In presenza del segnale raffigurato si deve marciare il più possibile vicino al margine
At the
destro.
previous one, we just finished that in the presence of this sign being doppio senso di circolazione and just two lanes, we are advised to circulate more closely at where? That's true. Yes, it is true. Number 10.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alla visibilità e al raggio delle curve.
Now, it's in the presence of this sign that is referring to, it is necessary for you to regulate your velocity in relation, okay, alla visibilità, to the visibility and the raggio due to the curve, okay, making it more easy now, okay, right? And it is true due to the shape of the curve. Yes.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario percorrere le curve con più attenzione in caso di pioggia.
Now listen, he said in the presence of this sign that is referring to, it is necessary for you to percorre, meaning to drive or drive. Okay? La curva, the curve, you need to drive on the curve con più attenzione, meaning more attention. Okay? You need to drive on the curve with more attention in the case of pioggia, meaning rain. Yes, it is true because it's a dangerous area. You have to drive in the curve. Number 12.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alle condizioni di carico del veicolo.
Now, let's assume that your car is carrying excess load. Okay? Your car is carrying excess load. What you have to do, you have to also regulate your speed due to your load. Because if the load that you are carrying protrude from your vehicle and you are circulating a curve, if you are not careful, even the load can tumble your vehicle. It can somersault your vehicle. It can tumble your vehicle before even the curve do that, especially when you are circulating through the curve. Now, he said, in the presence of this sign that is referring to, it is necessary for you to regulate your velocity relation alla condizione, to the condition of the load. Okay? Load of the vehicle. Yes, it is true.
Nelle curve pericolose preannunciate dal segnale raffigurato è vietato il sorpasso se la carreggiata è a due corsie e a doppio senso di circolazione.
Now, overtaking in this kind of road is also forbidden, just as the previous one we did. He said, in this sign, nella curva pericolosa, this curve that is dangerous, preannuncia announcing the segnale raffigurato. Now, this curve, this sign, so this dangerous sign is announcing a sign that is referring to raffigurato, referring to. It is forbidden, è vietato, meaning forbidden, prohibited, il sorpasso, prohibited or overtaking, se la carreggiata, if the carriageway is due corsia, if the carriageway is two lanes, and a doppio senso di circolazione, and if the road is doppio senso di circolazione, yes, it's true.
Su strada a due corsie e a doppio senso di circolazione, in presenza del segnale raffigurato è opportuno fare particolare attenzione ai veicoli provenienti dal senso
Now, the
opposto.
word senso opposto, meaning for the opposite sense, opposite direction. Attention, su strada a due corsia, su strada on the road of two-way, okay? È doppio senso di circolazione, two-way, which is two lanes and two-way circulation, okay? In the presence of this sign, so this sign is placed in the presence of two-way circulation, all right? Okay, in presence raffigurato, the presence of this sign is referring to, it is an opportune, the word opportune means timely, necessary, okay? Fare particolare attenzione, to pay particular attention, all right? I veicoli provenienti, to the vehicle that is arriving, provenienti here mean arriving, coming, della senso opposto, from the opposite direction. So a vehicle that is coming from the opposite direction, you as a driver, circulating this kind of road, you have to pay attention to that vehicle. You understand? So you don't go and hit the vehicle or the vehicle don't hit you. If you have any question, raise up your hand and ask me. Any question? All right, so I guess you guys understood this. Amazing. So now this one is also like the other one. This one is doppio senso di sinistra. Look at it here. This is the sinistra one. Remember the other one was in this side, but this one is here. So when you are climbing like this, you are climbing. Imagine you come down here, is first curva a sinistra. And when you start to climb up again, is the second curva. Your climbing up is the second curva. Your first coming down here is the first curva. Okay, here is not counted because this place is like you're just climbing up, right? You have not done any divert. Make you divert to any direction, it becomes the first curve. So that your diversion is the first curve, right? This is the way you divert. Boom. This is your curve. First curve here. Second curve is that you now climb up, right? So the first curve is where
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una doppia curva pericolosa. La prima a sinistra.
Yeah, in this scenario is referring to preannuncia una doppia curva pericolosa, la prima a sinistra. The first one is actually the left. Yes, it is true. È vero.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada non rettilineo che limita la
I want to show
visibilità.
you this, okay? It's the same thing talking about the same road, but I will show you one different thing here, right? You know, this like house Tamante is this one here. So, yes, this one we also saw this one just now in that same thing, in the same words, nothing. Raggio e curva, we saw it before. Decisione e pioggia when there's a rainfall. Okay, relation to the curve, we saw it in the previous one just now. We cannot overtake. Now, non è consentito, meaning we cannot carry out. You see, in the presence of this sign referring to non è consentito, meaning is not allowed. Effettuare here means to carry out. Maneuver, the surpass, so to carry out overtaking. Okay, su strada a due sole corsia, on the road that is two-way. All right, è a doppio senso di circolazione, and it has only two lanes, and those two lanes is made for two-way circulation, meaning one car is coming, another one is going. So overtaking non-è consentito. All right, so we should also that in the presence of this sign that is referring to is an opportune, meaning timely, opportuno, meaning timely, fare particolare attenzione ai veicoli provenienti a senso opposto. We say we have to pay particular attention for the vehicle coming from the opposite direction. You see, whatever I did not say here is false. So let me just show you one of the false. Il segnale figurato preannuncia una confluenza a sinistra. You see, this sign is talking about acceleration lane. Confluenza, I mean acceleration. Right, let me show you the picture. Look at it here. It's not what we are talking about. Understand? This one is talking about doppia curva. You see? So they bring opposite of what we not say. That's what you know for us, right? So if you have any question concerning this, or you want me to throw any light on you want me to teach you completely, I'm ready. Just raise up your hand. Okay, you have your option. But I think everything I've said. If you have any question, raise up your hand. All right, guess everybody do understand this. All right, now let's go to the other one. This one is very, very good. All right, so passaggio a livello con barriera, talking about passing, crossing level with a barrier, with a cover. Now, attention. If possible, I would have explained this two at the same time, but for the benefit for those who are still learning from this chapter, so let me don't rush it. Okay. Now, attention. If you look at this one here, it has gates, right? Look at this one, it does not have gates. This one can have half barrier and full barrier. Okay? This one does not have barrier at all. Senza barriere. This one has semi-barriere and barriere. Half barrier and complete barrier, but this one do not have. So the road is open for danger. It's like, okay, since you don't fear, you enter. since you are not afraid, enter. You understand? But this one, they know that you are not afraid, but they say you can't enter. You understand? So if the train is coming, the barrier will come down, right, and protect the train track. Good. Now let's go to this one. The first one. Pay attention.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un passaggio a livello con barriere o con semibarriere.
Now let me show you the barrier. In this sign that is referring to, preannuncia means announcing un passaggio, meaning a passing level with barrier or con semi-barrier or with semi-barrier. Yes, it is true. Now let me show you the barrier. Oh, no. Okay. This is the semi-barrier here. Look at it here. You see it's half. See? If it is this is called semi-barrier, the complete barrier will be like this. We will complete the road. All right? This is semi-barrier. This is called passaggio a livello, PL. Non be polizia locale, okay? Number 2, attention, all right?
Dopo il segnale raffigurato, se ci sono le semibarriere, è installato un dispositivo a luci rosse lampeggianti.
Now, even before, let me show you this one again. You see this like me, you already see for crossing passing, right? Most of you see the crossing passing. Good. Now, attention. Dopo, after, il segnale raffigurato. After this sign, remember we are dealing on pericolo sign, right? Every pericolo sign is found where 150 meters before the danger. So this is a sign of danger. Because if this barrier is not there, if anybody run inside that train track, the train can crush the person. So it's a protecting sign. All right. So you see this sign 150 meters telling you in advance that you are getting close to this danger. Good. Now, after you have seen this sign, you will not start driving. Right? Good. That's what it's saying. Doppio il segnale raffigurato after this sign. Si c'è sono la semi-barriera, if they are barrier, if they are semi-barrier, which is the half barrier, okay? È installato and is installed un dispositivo, and there's an installation of a device. Dispositivo, you mean device. Luce rossa, lampeggiante, red blink lights. Red blink light like this. Now, I guess most of you must have, yes. Now, let me say most of you people see it in your country, in your state.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un attraversamento ferroviario protetto da barriere o semibarriere, qualunque sia il numero dei binari.
Now, this thing is not announcing numbers of binary 1, binary 2. I know what is announcing. It's only saying that there's a train track ahead of you and I'm closing it. There's a barrier, so you can't drive through it. You understand? Okay. If the barrier come down, you have to wait at the stretcher arrest. All right. But eventually, if you find yourself in the midst of the train track and your vehicle broke down, what do you need to do? That is a topic that we'll talk about. Okay. But let's talk about this one now. When you see it, what you need to do. Make you see it, what you need to do. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia. This sign referring to announcing un attraversamento, meaning crossing, ferroviario di protetto. Ferroviario meaning train track like this. Look at it here. Level cross. Look at it here. Good. This is the barrier, complete one. Ferroviario di protetto. This train track protection. Okay, barrier or semi-barrier, either the complete barrier or the half barrier. You have seen the complete barrier just now, and look at it here. This is the complete barrier. This is the complete one. Okay, this is semi-barrier here. Semi-barrier is the half one. You see on there. Look at it here. Look at it here, half. So I don't see that. So semi-barrier, qualunque or any sia numero di binary, also mean any numbers of binary. So in this case, either is a complete barrier or half barrier with any numbers of binary. So inside this split, there can be up to 6 to 7 binary, or even 1 or 2. So it's not announcing the binary now, but it's only talking about this road. It has barrier, either full or half barrier. Number 4.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un attraversamento ferroviario munito di barriere o
Now,
semibarriere.
you see this sign that it is referring to preannuncia un attraversamento ferroviario munito, saying that this road announcing, this sign referring to is announcing a crossing ferroviario, which is train track level. Munito, you mean equipped of barrier, which is a full one, or the semi-barrier, or we have one. Yes, and it is true, è vero. After that, I want to ask questions. Let's go.
Dopo il segnale raffigurato si può trovare un dispositivo acustico che avverte della chiusura delle barriere o delle semibarriere.
Yes, you must have come across this train track level in your city, in your area. And then whenever this train track, that train is coming, you'll be getting, there's a noise, right? It's making some noise, right? Good. Good. That's what I'm talking about. He said, dopo il segnale raffigurato. After you have seen this sign, remember, si può trovare, that you can find again un dispositivo, a device acoustico, noise device. Look at it here. It's there now. Look at it. There's the noise there. Why this one will be on? Why this one will be coming down? Okay, good. Acoustico. Che avete di chiusura di barriere, that have the closing of the barrier, okay, or the semi-barrier or the half barrier. So if that noise is making, the barrier will start coming down. So in segnale raffigurato, this is referring to a posto di norma is placed normally 150 meter metri, which is meter, prima de passaggio a livello, before the passing level. Yes, it is true. 150 meter. Number 7.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario moderare la velocità.
The presence of this sign that is referring to, it is necessary for you to moderate your velocity. Yes. Because if you see this sign, have it in mind that I'm getting close to a passing level. I don't know if the barrier is already down, or is still up, or train is coming. So seeing this sign alone is saying that you are engaging in a danger area. So moderate your speed. All right? Yes, it is true.
Dopo il segnale raffigurato, se ci sono le barriere, è installato un dispositivo a luce rossa fissa.
Now, if there is a barrier in this road, you say after this sign, raffigurato, si c'è, ci sono, there are a barrier, and you see this sign, there is a barrier, okay? Is installato, installed un dispositivo. There's an installation of a device, luce rossa fissa. Remember, I showed you the red light just, right? Good. And it is true. There's always a luce rossa. Abi? Number 9.
La figura rappresenta un segnale di pericolo.
This sign is representing a sign of danger.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario moderare la velocità per essere pronti ad arrestarsi se le barriere sono chiuse.
In the presence of this sign, raffigurato referring to, necessary, meaning it is necessary to moderate the velocity per essere, for able, pronto, for it to be ready, e arrestarsi, and be ready to wait. Se la barriera sono chiusura, if the barrier is closing. Yes, it is true. In presence of this sign, always moderate your speed and be ready to stop if the barrier is closing.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato non è consentito impegnare il passaggio a livello se il traffico intenso impedisce di sgomberarlo.
Now, previously, I think we talked about this, that you cannot stay, not just only passaggio a livello. Generally, in all junction in Italy, you can't occupy the junction, especially when there is intensive traffic jam, okay? So in passaggio a livello and the road is blocked, due to whatever that is happening after the passaggio a livello or before the passaggio a livello, and it has resolved to go slow. Now you have to make sure that you yourself don't go stay inside the passaggio a livello, meaning inside the barrier. Because if train is coming, train will not know if there is a go slow. It will just have, let's assume you're already in the middle, the train track, hoping that the go slow will move so that you can start moving. And the go slow will not move. There's vehicle in your front, there's vehicle in your back, and are you, and it's you that is in the middle of the train track. What will happen? Is Piashi. So what they are saying generally is that you have to make sure that you don't stay in the train track. Okay? In presence of the scenario figurato, in the presence of this I'm referring to, non è consentito, is not allowed to impegnare, to engage il passaggio a livello, to stay in the passing level. Se il traffico intenso, if there's an intensive traffic, impedisce, preventi di sgomberarlo, okay? Clear it off. Okay, now for you to prevent this, now look at this intensive traffic. Let's assume this vehicle now, this red one, is on the passaggio a livello. This is the train track area. You understand? This vehicle can be saved. The front one can be saved, but you that is on the track, maybe this one may be a little bit weighed by the air, but you that is on the track, or the person that is on the track, what will happen? So for that reason, you don't have to stay on the.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario arrestarsi se sono in funzione le due luci rosse lampeggianti.
Now, pay attention. It's in the presence of this sign that you're referring to. It is necessary for you to arrestarsi, to stop. Okay? Se sono in funzione, if they are functioning, due luci rosse lampeggianti like these ones. If it's functioning, you have to stop. But most of the time, the one we normally see is one, right? One that we normally see. But nevertheless, if you come across these two, it's still the same thing. So you have to stop. Okay?
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario arrestarsi se è in funzione il dispositivo acustico che avverte della chiusura delle barriere.
We saw this one before. It's the same thing. They are repeating it again. It's in the presence of this sign that is referring to. There's nothing for you to wait. Se si funziona, if the functioning of the device acoustico, I mean the horn device, che avverte della chiusura, the closing of the barrier. You understand? So if that noise is making, the barrier is about to close. Okay, so it is necessary to stop. Arrestarsi. Number 14, attention.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato, se il veicolo si ferma per avaria sui binari, il conducente deve adottare ogni iniziativa utile al fine di evitare incidenti.
Now let's just assume that not that there's a go slow. There's no go slow, but imagine you go to the traffic, the passing level, which is the train track passing level, and your vehicle break down in the middle of it. So your vehicle did not off before the passaggio a livello. It's not off. Or it not allow you to pass the passaggio a livello and later off after the passaggio a livello. But it says to now off in the middle of the passaggio a livello as village people. Now attention, what will you do? Now, in the presence of this sign that it is referring to, se veicoli si fermano, if your vehicle stop, okay, the avaria or a faulting broke down, so where on the binary, the track. The conducente, the driver must abduct, meaning you have to start calculating. You must give reason. You have to adopt to some skill. What can I do? Only iniziativo in hand, which means alternative. You need to adopt one alternative. Okay? Utile to use alternative use to the end of avoiding accidents. So we need to adopt an alternative to the end of avoiding an accident. Yes, it is true. Very. So you must adopt an alternative for you to avoid an accident. Okay? You'll be wondering, what kind of alternative can we adopt to? Good. Since your vehicle break down, then you can tell the other person in the opposite direction, please, ma, sir, can you help me tow my vehicle out of this place? And the person will use his own rope, or you have your rope, or you say, please, ma, sir, my vehicle just break down. Help me. You train my come now, scatter my vehicle, scatter me. Let us push it out. They will help you to push it out. Oh, you don't have, maybe you don't see anybody around due to the plate that is off. What can you do? You can put your sign of pericolo at the ground and call the station, call the SOS. Understand? Emergency. My car just off in the middle of the train track. Yeah, you give them the location, and then they can also help you to control the station. Then they can render help. So you have to have done to escape to avoid the accident. Yes, it is true. Then, all right. So if you have any question, raise up your hand. Ask me. James, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Sir, please play number 2 for me.
Dopo il segnale raffigurato, se ci sono le semibarriere, è installato un dispositivo a luci rosse lampeggianti.
Okay, thank you, sir.
David, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Sir, please help me on number 3, sir. There's something you say I don't understand here, sir. Yes, sir. Please
Il
play it, sir.
segnale raffigurato preannuncia un attraversamento ferroviario protetto da barriere o semibarriere, qualunque sia il numero dei binari.
Sir, that qualunque si numero di barriere, is it talking of the number of the train track?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay, sir.
Any
Thank you,
other
sir.
person there? You're welcome, sir. Any other person there? All right, it's already 9:09. If the time permits us, we can go ahead and do more. But please, I want to ask question. Am I too fast? If you know that I'm too fast, let me know so that I can slow a little bit down. But I think we need to end this chapter this month or before this month because we have to do something. We have a long way to go. Okay, so if you know that you are not getting it right due to my fasting, let me know. Okay, send me that.
Sir, for me, you are not too fast. For me.
Okay.
Me too. You are not fast, you are.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. So please, now the reason I'm asking this question is because I want to see positive outcome in your quiz. Right? So try your possible best to do this quiz. Let me see a smiley face, not period there. As my assistant will say, period full everywhere, red, 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 red. So make sure that always be laughing green. Try. That's why I say ask me question. All right, so let's do this quiz together. Okay, so we're able to start. We started from where? From 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we stop at 8. So our next class will be starting from 9, if possible. Let's see what says the time or we know what to do. If we can know to do it. All right, so raise up your hand. Let's do this quiz together. Raise up your hand. Raise up your hand, everybody. Raise up your hand if you understand what I just finished teaching. Raise up your hand if you understand what I just finished teaching. Raise up your hand if you understand what I just finished teaching. Okay, so we have just a few people raise up their hand, but nevertheless, it's okay. Go ahead, James.
Okay.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato, posto su strade a 2 corsie a doppio senso, è consentito sorpassare un veicolo molto lento.
Fast.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato non è consentito il transito ai veicoli con il ruotino, ruota di soccorso.
Fast.
All right, that goes to Betrish.
Okay, I'm here.
Il segnale raffigurato è posto, di norma, a 150 metri dal punto di inizio della curva.
They speak loud, okay?
Okay.
Il segnale raffigurato indica una deviazione per cantiere di lavoro.
Pazzo.
All right,
Next
next
person,
question.
please.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Slay.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui è consentito sorpassare i motocicli, anche superando di poco la striscia bianca continua.
Falso.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di
Vero.
strada in cui è necessario percorrere la curva con più attenzione se la strada è bagnata.
Evelyn Sunday next.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia, in genere a 150 metri, una doppia curva pericolosa.
Vero.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario percorrere le curve con più attenzione in caso di pioggia.
Vero.
Chris Little next.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentito effettuare manovre di retromarcia.
Falso.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alla visibilità e al raggio della curva.
Vero.
Joy next.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentito, su strada a doppio senso di circolazione a due corsie, sorpassare i motocicli senza invadere la corsia opposta.
Falso.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario arrestarsi se è in funzione il dispositivo acustico che avverte della chiusura delle barriere.
Vero.
Joy, are you there?
Yes, already answered.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una doppia curva pericolosa, la prima a destra.
Vero.
La figura rappresenta un segnale di pericolo.
Vero.
Don. Bruce Lee.
Yes, I'm here.
Il segnale raffigurato indica una circolazione rotatoria.
Also,
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentito effettuare l'inversione di marcia.
also,
Jojo.
Yes, ma.
Dopo il segnale raffigurato si può trovare un dispositivo acustico che avverte della chiusura delle barriere o delle semibarriere.
Vero.
Il segnale raffigurato si trova prima del segnale verticale doppia croce di San Andrea?
Vero.
Next person, Jenny P.
Il segnale raffigurato si trova prima del segnale verticale doppia croce di San Andrea?
False.
You said what, madam?
Falso.
Are you sure? Did you understand it?
Sorry, I didn't understand this Andrea, this dopo di coso di Andrea.
Because if I wish I explained it, then I wish I teach on it, I would have explained the meaning. But I didn't talk about it, so it means falso. Because we are going to talk about it later. But this one is saying it's talking about sensor barrier. Okay? But this one is barrier, this one is barrier. So Andrea is talking about the one that has no barrier. And the sign is like this, let me show you. Like this.
Okay, sir.
Vero o falso?
Falso.
Next person.
Jenny. It's me, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada con una serie di dossi.
Falso.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada con pavimentazione irregolare.
Vero.
Jennifer.
Vero. No,
Oh, falso?
no, falso.
Jennifer,
No,
mute.
falso. Falso, sir.
Falso.
Sì.
What is the meaning of this?
Doppio curva.
Pavimentazione irregolare, you're talking about what? Irregular, meaning when there is form ground.
Pavimento irregular.
Good. So this one are false, right?
Yes.
Right, that's okay. That's. Whether. Next person.
Jennifer.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentito sorpassare motocicli e ciclomotori su strada a due corsie e a doppio senso di circolazione.
Falso?
Il segnale raffigurato è un segnale di prescrizione.
Falso?
Charles. Next.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui è consentita la manovra di retromarcia.
Falso.
Il segnale raffigurato richiede di moderare la velocità.
Vero.
Next person. Four.
Il segnale raffigurato permette di transitare tra una barra e l'altra se le semibarriere sono chiuse, dopo aver verificato che non ci sono treni in arrivo.
Falso.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alla visibilità e al raggio delle curve.
Vero.
Drivers.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentita la manovra di retromarcia.
Falso.
In presenza del segnale raffigurato è necessario regolare la velocità in relazione alle condizioni di carico del veicolo.
Vero.
Major.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia, di norma a 150 metri, una curva pericolosa.
Vero.
Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada in cui è consentito sorpassare i motocicli, anche invadendo la corsia opposta.
Falso.
Wow. Amazing. This is congratulations, everybody. You see, it's not hard. All you just need to do is just to focus. Right? You watch as you are reading it, you wait, you play, you look, you wait, you play. Congratulations, everybody. Well done. You guys deserve the best. Congratulations.